I'm gonna have to look into that though, because for Maryland go far, they're gonna need Diamond Miller. But aside from that, they're a team you're gonna have to watch out for, and definitely, um, three-headed monster teams better beware for them. Um, UConn. UConn plays their first game of the season tomorrow. I think against Arkansas, so that should be pretty interesting. Get a first look at AZ Fudd. Um, Also tomorrow, Stanford versus Texas. Get to see what Stanford's looking like so far this season. For Texas, I get to see um, what they're looking like. I know they got Leah Matharu from um, Mississippi State, so I'd like to see how she's fitting in with Texas off the bench. Um, I'd like to see how freshman Natasha Lattimore is fitting in too. I expect big things from her. I definitely need to watch Duke for the Kara era. You know, it started last year, but it was cut short with COVID, so it didn't really get full bloom. But she has a pretty decent team this season. Um, with what happened with Syracuse, she ended up getting Cheyenne Wilson, Dave Wilson, which is a big name player from Canada. She ended up getting Jordan Oliver, a transfer from Baylor. She ended up getting Lexi Gordon, who was a transfer from, I believe, Texas Tech. Um, so she has a lot of transfer players mixed in with some freshmen. And from like the clips I've seen so far, Duke is looking really, really good under the carrier. Gonna try to catch a game. The next one, hopefully, that comes on TV, just to see where they're at so far after I believe 1 or 2 games, just to see what they're offering. But if you ask me, women's college basketball so far has been pretty good. The games that I've watched so far have been pretty good. Um, no real, I haven't seen a real blowout as of yet. Even if a team lost by more than 10 points, like I said, a lot of these teams gave effort though, even in a loss. Um, I'm going to watch more of men's college basketball. No, only team I've really pretty much watched so far has been Duke. I watched a little bit of the Memphis game earlier to watch Imani Bates and Jalen Duran. They're living up to the hype. They're living up to the hype. Um, Amani Bates is such a great player. He can shoot the ball, he can dunk the ball, he can bring the ball up the court for his size. Um, Jalen Duran, blocking the shots, dunking the ball, rebounding. Only thing for him would be to stay out of foul trouble. Aside from that, they're they're them two are looking pretty good. They're looking really, really good. Memphis as a team, they're going in the right direction. You got transfer Earl Timberlake there. He's back healthy. After having a surgery I think he had on his shoulder. But I like the pieces that Penny Hardaway has there at Memphis. So I'd like to see how they're doing by like game 5 games in, and see are they improving on the mistakes they're making in games 1 through 3. You know, But from what I watched in the first half of the game today, they're in the right direction. Um, College basketball games so far seem that the season started on Tuesday, November the 9th. They've had some pretty good games. Some teams have played at least like 2 or 3 games. Some teams are just getting to their first game, like UConn is as of tomorrow. You're basing your opinions and everything based off what you saw from preseason. But UConn's definitely gonna look really, really good. And I expect a deep run for them. I expect Final Four or championship or bust. That's basically what it is for them. Simple as that. Salute to Paige Buchers on her StockX deal. She's an ambassador for the company. Gonna help them work on their women's line. And she's gonna get to wear exclusive clothing from certain brands. So I know her pregame fit's about to be crazy. But I told you these kids are gonna be living high off the hog with the fact of these NIL deals. Like Ty Washington has a deal with Porsche, and he drives one. He's driving one in Kentucky. Like these college kids are going to be making the money, so college is going to be the move versus going to the G League or overseas for some of these players, and route to get into the NBA or the WNBA. You know, college is college is definitely going to be the move, and it's going to be motivated by money.